Dang it. Thank you, Rand. I just muted it while the intro was going because the kids just got here. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Hope you guys are having a good trading session and a good day so far. I have not taken any trades. We were kind of stuck in the bottom third of the overnight high and low range up until this 9 a.m. High impact news event, which we broke through it. So now we'll see if I can get some trades in. Shit. Yeah, so that was my first trade. And I almost got screwed because two of those didn't actually fill. I just had to manually flatten. Yeah, so we'll see what we got today. Let me turn the rhythmic. Oh, wait. Hold, please. Alright, now we could turn it on. There we go. So yeah, that actually was my first trade of the session. Glad I got out of that. It was a valid trade, but the seller pressure came in immediately after getting in, which with that particular setup, I do have to break even. It's good that I did. It would have lost, as you could see. And crap, I just accidentally, there we go. Excuse me. So hopefully we can get some good, decent action today. The data lag has been pretty low, so that's nice. And let's hope it stays that way. Let's hope it stays that way. How are you this morning, Rand? Good morning. How are you? You're welcome, baby. Okay, thank you. Love you too. Be safe. Here, I'll mute it. Let's see. All right, that's out of order. One of these I need to change the color for because I get those colors mixed up sometimes. But yeah, all right. So basically, break even on those accounts. Which one is the leader? So the leader is the one that got filled properly. The other two did not get filled properly. So I had to manually flatten, which was very weird because in the positions tab, it was showing that they were up $40 when I flattened them. However, you can see on the screen that that is not what actually happened. But yeah, so the data lag has been a little bit better today. I was just telling somebody yesterday, I feel like the data lag is the worst on Mondays. Not really quite sure what's up with that, but yeah. See if we could push See if we could push past. My major and minor levels are literally right here, so hopefully we could keep pushing past. Nope. I still don't know how I like taking trades off of the VWAP. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I want the volume to be the least, like that swing to be the least from the VWAP, because it's like if the VWAP was supporting it as much as it should be, then the VWAP, like the volume shouldn't need to be the most to come off of it, if that makes sense. But I don't know. I didn't know. Alright, so I'm in an overall downtrend at the moment. Alright, as long as we stay below here. Alright, that first 25K is like basically 1.5 trades away from blowing. That might break even. Good morning, Trenches. How are you? Oh no, do not get into that trade. I finally paid attention. Just gonna rotate here, which is the one of the 2 trades that I lost yesterday was because of that. Tried to break the new high, it didn't, it came down, and then my entry would have closed right below this. So that's a trade that I cannot get into. Maybe I can. And that's the other thing, because I'm in an overall uptrend, an overall downtrend. Like sometimes when my bias is opposite, okay, maybe not. I think I'm okay. Oh, I don't like the way that's gonna rotate over the VWAP, so I'm not gonna get in that. So yeah, that was a good thing I didn't get into that one. That would have just been another break even. You got some good news in Trenches, lay it on me. Lay it on me. What happened? What's happened? Okay, so it didn't break that one. 827. Alright, double top here, double bottom here. They're back to back, so I'll trade that. This might create a 1-bar pullback, but I gotta get out of the double top, double bottom range first, and I would have to break even immediately after, which would be pointless. There's the break even, and it would have just hit my break even. So, Here's the 1 bar pullback. As long as we can stay with decent movement for the rest of the day, hopefully I can end the day positive. We'll see, I guess. The kids are here, so it's a little quiet now, but I give it about probably 15-20 more minutes before my nephew comes in here and wreaks havoc. My grandma's keeping him occupied right now. Thank you, Granny. Blew up 25K account. He was close to passing by doubling down. Then just said F it. But I started a couple new evals. Your code still works, and I was green yesterday on PA and green today on PA. Okay, let's talk about your bad news first, because we gonna end positive. How? Okay, so you doubled down when you were close to passing. Why? Wait, were you trying to get it done for the 1 day pass? Because if you were, I'll give you a pass for that. Because why wait? And thank you for using my code. Thank you, thank you. Girl, stop texting me. But you were green yesterday on the PA and green today, so that's good. Congratulations. I told y'all my nephew. Good morning, Pull Up. Good morning. Hi. Did you get TT hug? Oh, thank you. I missed you. You got your cars? Yeah, you gonna play with your cars? I have to just remember not to trade while at work. Listen, whatever app you got on your phone, because you use Tradeovate, don't you? See? That's the bad thing about Tradeovate. It's so easy to trade from your phone. Put your phone down. That's one of the negative parts about having like access to mobile, is you can open it wherever you are. Oh, I see something. No, you don't see anything. Close it until you get home. If it ain't there when you get home, you wasn't supposed to get it. You had since January 4th. Now, trenches. You know I'm about to talk about you, right? What? See? You had my support when I thought that it was just for the 1 day pass. Sir, what made you double down so close to passing? And you know what? I'm even afraid to ask you how close you were to passing that account. I'm afraid to even ask. How close were you? TT gotta do your hair today. You and your sister. Okay? He's saying okay now. He gonna be screaming as soon as I start washing his hair. Trenches, how did we get here? So I don't know if you guys watched the recap last night, but so the first account that's listed, that's the 25K account that I've been rolling with for the last couple of weeks, and it renews next Friday, so it needs to blow anyway. And then the 50K is like $605 away from blowing, which that one I'm going to purposely blow by Friday anyway. So I'm just gonna still trade it the way it needs to be traded. you know, but just know that by Friday, no matter what happens with this 50K, if it's still alive, I'm going to purposely blow it. I learned my lesson from last month. I think it was last month or maybe no, I feel like it was last month because it had to do with that first 50K that renews on the 1st. You know, I'm sitting here trying to blow it. The trade wins. I'm back to my full drawdown. So I keep, you know, I just keep the account. I don't just fully blow it. Well, the problem with doing that is I lose a week of trading. And the reason why is because remember when I use the free reset, I don't trade it for the entire following week. And then I bring it back. So I have 3 weeks to trade it. Well, when I brought it back immediately, you know, and then I end up failing it a couple weeks later. Yes, baby. Oh, you can't get it open? Say open. There you go. Oh, you want to close it? Okay, okay. Let me see. Want to close like that? Yeah. Good job. You want to get up or you want to get down? There you go. You taking it back in there with mama? Oh, you going to the floor. Okay. That works too. All right, so I definitely just missed this trade, but I would have broken even immediately anyway because with me going back towards the VWAP, the buyer pressure came in right when the entry would have happened. So I would have broke even, and it's good that I did. I would have because wait, I just drew that all kinds of wrong. Girl, what are you doing? It would have looked like that. So and I probably wouldn't even have time to break even. So thank you, nephew, for distracting me. Good morning, Mig. How are you doing this morning? You were 260 away. Churches, we might have to have a talk. Well, the good thing is, you know what you're doing. You know what you did wrong, I'm sure. And we know we need to not repeat that. Y'all, I know y'all see that green line up there. That is the overnight low. Now, we done stayed away from this since we broke through it with the high impact news. Please do not put a magnet on that. I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back. Let's stay away from it so we can actually get some trades in. Please. Please, please, please. What was the range overnight? Let's see. So the range overnight was about 35 points. And we traded like in the bottom 20 when the not even the bottom about the bottom 20. A little bit was below it, but we traded there the first 30 minutes of the session. I didn't have any setups to that first setup that I took on stream. So I've taken 3 trades, a loss, and 2 break evens. Now that one break even, how close was I to? So that was 2 ticks away from taking profit. I wanted to make sure it wasn't 1 tick away. All right, let's see. The levels are still out of order, but the minor levels in front, which is what's most important. See if we close below this rotation level, if we could keep going down. If it doesn't, just start pushing back up instead. All right, I gotta be real careful. All right, that's invalid now. Come on, market, what you gonna do? Is my it's like, is my headphones on? I want to listen to music. That's not what I want. Yeah, if we could stay away from up there. All right, we just hit my middle pivot level. That's not gonna close high enough. So I'm not looking for buys or sells in the moment. Just kind of waiting. So when this pulls back, if it comes back down, I can't take that first sell yet. And my levels are very close together, so that's not that great. Need to see what's gonna transpire. So my major's there, my minor's like right below it, and the middle level's at the bottom. So that's like where all three levels are. I know we're in the second. I can't believe my nephew left me so fast. Normally he comes in here and he's just in here until I'm done. And at some point he's gonna grab my hand and tell me come on because he's hungry. What is that? Oh, 21 EMA. Alright, so my miner's back in front. We're heading back to that freaking range, you guys. Every time I see this freaking red and green line, I'm just like, no. But I said yesterday, like I wouldn't be surprised if we don't get the best movement until really Thursday and Friday, with FOMC being tomorrow, and of course it's an afternoon conference, so the morning might be whack. Oh, that was the break even one. I wonder if I could have broken even there because it hit that rotation level. Look at it go. Look at it go. Look at the magnet. Pulling it back. Where did that... Oh, from there. Alright, what's left on that account? 171. I don't know why I've been getting so cold. I'm usually pretty hot natured. Since my nephew ain't in here laying down, I'll take the cover. What we gonna do? We gonna push back into the zone. We gonna reject off of it. Hey, what happened to... Oh. I don't really feel the most... Let's see. Alright, I would have just broke even there anyway. This was the buy, but I would have broken even immediately. Stellar pressure came in. We do have two support levels right here that's supported, but just the fact that it hit the overnight low and it's going back towards it and the seller pressure came in, I'll keep that up till it does what it's gonna do. That's one tick from stopping out, and it would have stopped out. See, even though I have not been getting a lot of trades in, when I see stuff like that where it's like, okay, I didn't get in for this particular reason and it ends up losing, or you know, I would break even or whatever, that makes me happy, and that that lets me know that my thought process and why I created, you know, the rules of my strategy makes sense, you know. It just sucks when I'm not able to get trades like this. I don't know, FOMC week might just be a week I take off until the end of the week, because I'm not a scalper that scalps with chop. I need like for real trending moves, because I mainly trade, you know, pullbacks, retracements. Then I do get some divergence trades in there. Most of them are just like larger pullbacks of the overall trend direction that I was looking at to begin with. And then some of them are full-blown counter trend where my overall bias is a buy and I'm getting in at a sell, you know. But it just sucks because I need volume, or I need volatility. I do need volume too, but I need volatility. It's just not what we've been getting. Alright, can't go back towards that. Oh, you know what I want to look at? Let me do this real quick. That is something that I wanted to look at. I forgot to look at it last night. That might freeze my charts for a second. My apologies. What I wanted to look at was fact, let me look. So something I'm looking at on another screen right now. I told you this is why I don't show my wrinkles, because I was thinking about possibly changing the settings again. I used to trade on so the wrinkle settings that I've traded on previously, I've traded on I've traded on 16 and 2, 20 and 2. I've traded on 8 and 1 and 10 and 1 on like the ES, 10 and 1 on the Russell, the Dow, gold, and crude. And I like the 16 and 2. However, after I switched to the 20 and 1 charts, that had me thinking like, I never looked at the 16 in 1 chart. Now, nothing else would change. Like, nothing in my rules would change or anything like that. But especially on days like this, where we're kind of like in that tighter range or whatever, I'm just curious if... Now, my stop loss and my take profit would change. I can't say that much. My stop loss would probably be like, I don't know, because I used to do 21 and 21, but I think I would get more precise entries now, like with the way I'm trading versus when I did back then. So it would be kind of hard to tell, but I would probably just do like, this sounds like a really weird number, but probably like 19 and 9. No, it would be 20 and 20 probably. I don't think I would need to go for the whole 21. Wait, what is... I feel like something's off with this. I think the wrong thing is... Oh no, it's not. Is that the background of... Okay, no, that is correct. Yeah, I might look at that. And the reason why I would choose the 16 and 1, I try to use multiples of 4 as the brick size, just because, you know, a point in the Nasdaq is 4 ticks. So that might be something that I look at, and this is all the reason why, you know, as long as I've been trying to develop a strategy for the Nasdaq, this is why I am glad that I haven't passed an eval just yet, because I don't want to have to make changes or even be thinking about making changes when I'm already in a PA account. But I feel like the 16 is just a tad bit smoother because it doesn't take as many ticks to completely reverse, you know, for the next swing. Now, when the volatility returns, can I see a 16 and 1 as well? But I I love the 20 and 1 versus the 20 and 2, but now I think I'm interested in the 16 and 1. It looks just even smoother, really. Yeah, if I could do. Hi, baby. Coming back? Yeah. You've been looking for this 17,650 to become resistance. I scalped a few trades while it's been in this range. Yeah, see, I can't scalp when it's in a range. I need the breakout to happen. You need help? It's cold out there. You getting under my cover? You want me to fix the pillows? No? Okay. All right, so you said 650. You know what? I should all right, let me open that chart back. Sometimes I worry, like, if I start using, now I wouldn't go anywhere past a 16 in one chart. Let me just make that clear. But sometimes I worry that if I go too low on the Renko size, that is gonna start making my computer lag and, you know, all that. All right, my chart's gonna freeze again for a second. I want to keep this open just so I can see. All right, so you okay? All right, so one thing I can see is my overall bias would be different. So the overall bias on the 16 in one chart is a buy, on the 20 in one is a sell. Yeah, I'm probably gonna look at this later. That would be cool if, you know, I could figure out how to make, if that could work for me, because that would reduce my risk per trade by 4 ticks. Yeah, I'll look at it later. I don't want to keep it open just in case it starts making my computer lag, but in fact, I'm gonna make a note for myself because by the time I finish doing everything I have to do today, I'm probably gonna forget. Almost got there, not quite. All right, so I can't even remember. I'm trying to think about what my break even was back then. My auto break even. I can't even remember. Let me see. 16. If I'm going for 20. So my stop, it'll probably be the same. It'll probably be 16. Because if my brick size is 20 right now, I go for 24, and my auto break even goes 20 in profit. So I'll probably do the same exact thing, where my auto break even will be 16 on the 16 chart. Bless you, baby. Alright, so if I do a 20, stop loss would be $104 risk. Take profit would be 96.02. It's not bad. Yeah, we'll see. As long as I can keep the same rules that I have now and I'm just adjusting the Renko size, I'll be fine. And like I said, because I'm trading more volume based, I shouldn't really need to change anything. Volume is volume. Volume is volume. Trenches, we haven't retested 650, but it does look like it became actually we kind of did. I had like an outside bar at that level, and from that outside bar it dropped like 70, almost 80 ticks. All right, this is a resistance level for me here. It's 2 back to back. We're pushing towards the session low. Coming up on 10 o'clock. That's the other thing. Hopefully if I do change Renko settings, I can continue to trade all the strategies after 10. That would be nice. All right, I can't get into this sell now because the way it's gonna rotate over this level. Friend, hi, I missed you. Did you miss your PT? He said, hey, I'm watching my tablet. What happened? Let me see. Don't throw it. Did your tablet die? It died. You want TC's phone? You want TC's phone? Huh? You want to watch Paw Patrol on your phone? Okay. I will let you watch Paw Patrol on TT's phone, even though I'm listening to music. Clearly, you don't care about my plans. Wait, what? How am I tagged in something that I can't see? That's very awkward. Oh, let me find this Paw Patrol for this child. Oh wait, let me switch accounts. I do not want that in my feed. What are you talking about? Here, baby. Can you hear it? Yeah. Need me to turn it up? You need me to turn it up? Let me see. Let me turn it up. Let me see. No? Okay. All right, time to head into the dreadful hour. Excuse me. He hasn't taken any trades on this 150. Alright, since the market is gonna slow down, I can go back to looking at the 16 and 1. Shouldn't freeze my charts now. He tagged me in something and I can't see it. It's so weird. Oh, wait, let me take that recorder off. Alright, that just created a 1 bar pullback, but it's not one that I take. Let me go back to yesterday. Damn, I don't know. Y'all, I'm guessing that we just not gonna get very much until tomorrow. Which will be pretty whack. What was that? Oh, that's the low. Yeah. I don't know. The 16 might be a little iffy. All right. Let's see what we got here. What's the one bar? Trenches, we almost got back up to 650. Maybe we're trending our way up to see if it's gonna actually hold as a resistance level. Even if I don't get another trade in today, I can live with today for sure. I don't think any of the 3 trades I took were invalid, so that makes me happy. All of this is just untradeable. All of it. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and start writing in my journal. Alright, where are my levels at? That wouldn't be. Setting up for a buy, but again, if seller pressure comes in, I gotta get out because we're going back towards that VWAP. And it came in right away. See if it can hold. At least we got the break even secured, so whatever happens, happens at this point. There you go. Alright, I'll draw out the full trade to see what happens. Got like a tick away from the VWAP up there and just reversed again. And there you go. This is why with certain trades, like pushing back towards a VWAP or pushing back towards a support or resistance level, that's exactly why when the opposite pressure comes in, I break even. As annoying as break evens are, especially when you have a day like today where I don't have any wins, I have a loss and 3 break evens, it sucks, but I think every break even was a loss. So oh, that's what I wanted to look at. And I need to check my TikTok shop. I hope these kids are ready to take a nap today because TT is tired. And I need to put his tablet on the charger so he's not using my phone all day. Oh, nice. What's the difference between the 21 and the 15? I'll show you. I'm gonna make it a 16 though, because 15 is such an odd number for the Nasdaq. But I'll show you. All right, that's the 20. So 20 will be up top and then the 16 will be on the bottom. Like I said, I have to look at it further once I'm like kind of settled in for the day. I'm not really a fan of how it looked yesterday. All right, so if I scroll from market open, so the biggest thing is the 16, of course, changes trends faster. So like while that reversal bar was still painting, we were already in that uptrend. Now see, the biggest thing though is that I have to pay attention. So like that created an outside bar, but on the 16 chart, it actually, you know, was a reversal and a reversal back down. Remember, I have really tight stops. So based on the reversal bar, my stop loss would only be about maybe 4 ticks below the open of the reversal entry bar. And that's definitely more than 4. But of course, I would put all my other parameters on it too. Where we at? All right, so yeah, outside bar, but it's not an outside on that one. And let me. All right, so market opened here, and I always wait for multiple swings to paint before I start trading. But so again, outside bar here was an actual reversal and going back up. So it looks a little bit different. One of the reasons why I switched to the 20 and 2 versus the 16 and 2 was because I felt like there were a lot of fake outs on the 16 and 2 chart. But I feel like now that I've been on the 20 and 1 chart, I think that sometimes the fake outs were just because every new bar was 2 ticks versus 1, which can make a difference. You know, I know people who trade on like a 12 and 4 chart. Usually people use any multiple between 1 and 20 for the most part. But yeah, so it definitely shows a little different. Outside bar looked a little different there. Outside bar, actual pullback. So it definitely looks different. So like I said, I don't know. I'm definitely going to look at it. I don't know if it'll be today. I got the kids today. So typically once I, record the recap video and stuff like that, I try to spend time with them. But yeah, that'll be the difference. So if I scroll to where we are right now, that's what it's looking like. And like some of the, like this, I can tell that, and I don't even have to look at the volume. I could tell that reversal up and the reversal back down, neither one of those would have even been trades that I would have gotten into. I could just tell. You've been looking at the same charts the same way for so long. It's just certain things that you just know you wouldn't have gotten into anyway. But, days like today just kind of always make me look at things a little different. And I know that you're going to have slow days in the market, based on upcoming news and things like that. But it's just annoying because historically speaking, I shouldn't have very many days like this. So, like I told y'all yesterday, coming into this week, I'm like, all right, we got a full week of the new Rinko settings, and I've pretty much gotten most of the rules kind of embedded in my head. The first trade that I had took yesterday that I had lost, that's a pattern that I'm still very new to paying attention to, was the problem with that one. But like as far as like all what I'm looking for as far as volume goes and stuff like that, that stuff is pretty much embedded in my brain at this point. I don't think I've made any mistakes when it comes to trading, and I'm not supposed to be in based on the volume patterns. It's just other stuff that I have been forgetting. But yeah, days like today, it's like, man, 24 ticks could be a lot. I mean, you think about it, if we're in that tight range like we were yesterday, for instance, yeah, the range was 20 points and but I'm going for 6 points. So that's kind of a lot, versus, and it's not going to change much if I switch to the 16 chart, because I'm just going to reduce my stop loss and take profit by only 4 ticks. But sometimes that 1 point is what you need to, for things to be reduced. But like I said, I used to trade on the 16 and 2 chart. Now, if I show you, so the top is going to say the 20 and 1, but I'm going to put the 20 and 2 at the bottom, right? So I definitely feel like the top looks way smoother than the bottom, and I hate that it doesn't stay, but yeah. So this looks a little bit more choppy. So you see like on this move down, the trend changes a lot smoother. So on this trend up, you see like how many times it just wasn't a whole lot of movement. Now the thing is, like I said, I didn't change my stop loss and take profit at all, but I do believe that I'm gonna have better results, because when the market starts to get really choppy, This looks way more choppy than this does. This is way more smooth. But that's because every new bar is 1 tick versus 2. So it was a minor change, but it makes a world of a difference. And the biggest thing that I noticed is that my 1 bar pullbacks on the 20 and 1 chart are way more accurate than the 20 and 2. But yeah, so I don't know. I might at some point this week, I'm definitely gonna look at the 16 now. All right, so what is that? Close right. There's rotation. 16. All right, so and then the other biggest difference between the 21 and the 16 and 1 is that the biases are different. Because my levels that determine the bias, you know, they change quicker. So most of this morning, the bias for the 20 and 1 chart was a downtrend. However, the 16 and 1 chart was an uptrend. And that matters most when I'm doing either divergence that's counter trend or divergence that is still going in the direction of the overall trend. So that could be a thing as well. Like when I'm in some of these divergence sales, let's say right now, I would be looking for a divergence sell because my overall trend is a downtrend. I wouldn't even be getting into that on a 16 and 1 chart. So yeah, like I said, I'm definitely gonna look into it and see. Now this is something I want to pay attention to. So earlier when I lost that sale, it basically came down, hit the high of the previous swing and then reversed right back up. Now this sell isn't valid just yet anyway, but all right. Well, that doesn't even matter. I can't get into that buy. It pulled back to my minor and middle level, but the major level's in front. So we got 30 minutes left. All right, let me finish checking out my TikTok shop. Oh, did the money hit my bank account finally? I had like almost $1,400 pending for like 4 days. Yes, it did hit my accounts. We love to see it. Oh, I think 1, 2, 3, 4 accounts came through. Coolio. Alright, so when are these going to be paid out? And I need to check. Shoot. Sorry, that's in the middle of the screen, guys. Damn, I can't even log in. Because he got my phone, so I can't even get the... God dang it. Man, it's almost down. I can't wait till my TikTok shop gets to where my settlement period is just 1 day instead of 5. That 5 is, man. Sucks, it sucks. All right, let's see. We can keep the seller pressure here. And we don't get too much volume here. I am going to get into a sell. But same thing as earlier. Buyer pressure comes in, I have to break even. So we're going back towards the VWAP again, the same VWAP level. What is 1420? And too much volume. Alright, so they need to ship 56 orders. That looks nasty on a 2-minute chart. Nasty, nasty. I watched two people, one trades on a 1-minute chart and the other trades on a 2-minute chart. What's the blue line? That's a VWAP level. All of my VWAP lines are like multicolored. That way when I look at it in the I'll show you. So that's the pivot levels, but the VWAP's down here. So that way when I'm looking to try to see like what level, what VWAP level it is, like if I need to pay attention to the price for whatever reason, like because I'm going back towards it or something like that. I used to have it where, you know, all of the support or all of the lower levels were green or blue and all of the top levels were the same color. But I found myself getting confused when I would look at the data box, because then I have to look at what the actual price is right now, look for it in the data box to see which one I'm close to, and that was just too much. So I have all of the VWAP levels a different color, so it's easy for me to see like, okay, we're going back towards the blue line. Let me look in the data box. That's the price of it, kind of thing. Because yeah, I could see it over here, but um not like when I'm actively looking at it here. I might be trying to figure out like what was the price right here without having to like scroll and make that part of the chart at the very right so that it shows. So the middle level is white and then all the other levels are just different colors. So this is like the first lower deviation level. And then like all of my support and resistance levels from the Ninja Super Pivot, all of those are the same color because you don't really trade near them very much. And it's very easy to see. I just care about whether it's resistance or support. And then the middle level is yellow. And I think that's really it. Then of course, the only other thing I have on there is the prior day and current day, open, high, low, and then of course the prior close. Yeah, today was very whack, and I'm not surprised. I felt like it was gonna be yesterday. My nephew is chilling. He ain't gonna be chilling when it's time to do that head if he is. He is not gonna be happy. What about we gotta take your hair down so I could do your hair today? You don't want it? Huh? Yeah, I'll take it down later. We don't have to take it down right now. I don't know why your granny couldn't take it down yesterday. You sleepy? You sleepy? I don't know what you're saying, baby. You gotta open your mouth. You want what? You do not want to do your hair, liar. On the 5 and 15 minute VWAP. On the 5 and 15 minute, the VWAP is at 17,666. It hasn't broke above it none since the market opened. Wow. So 17,666 for me. Yeah. That's where I'll show you. That's where the middle level is. Right here, the white one. So that's my middle VWAP level, and then that green line is the overnight high. The overnight low from 2 to 2:30 a.m. So our VWAPs are at the same. You use I feel like you and Vinci said y'all use the traditional VWAP. So that's the order flow VWAP, but it looks like our level is at the same place. So on the regular VWAP, it's just one line, right? Kind of like a moving average. There's no like standard deviation levels. Or it is. So I know people who don't have the order flow for NinjaTrader. There's like a VWAP in the free ecosystem that some people download. See, but I don't even know if that one comes with deviation levels. My nephew is probably gonna start getting pretty loud. He's knocking his cars against each other. Oh, well, the one in the ecosystem does have 5 deviation levels. What's not working, baby? What's not working? What is all of that? What are you doing? So your lower band is at 611. That's about where mine is. So that's where my second lower band is. So that's the first one, the blue. The second one is like a maroon color. So that's that one. And that's at what looks like 1648. Yeah, so we pretty much see the same exact VWAP levels. Oh, so you can add a upper and lower? I was gonna say I cannot believe that today was like this, but yes I can. Because I called it yesterday that would happen. So I can't even say that. I'm just annoyed that it happened again this way. Why do they not have a... He's just scalping away in this choppy crap. He just loves chop. Scalping away. This is what the 2-minute chart looks like. Like, how do you trade this? I don't understand. Now, he hasn't taken any trades on it, but it's like, I know when I see choppiness on Rinkos, I know the time-based charts look absolutely ridiculous, especially if you're over anything, over like 30 seconds. What? What? What's wrong? Stop whining. What do you want? Where? Say, TT, can you help me? Yes. All you gotta do is ask. You don't have to whine. You know how to talk. I'm not your granny. You just called me TT. Why would you call me granny? What? Uh-oh. Your car's falling out. Come here so I can take your hair down. Come on. I'll bring the phone. I need to start taking your hair down. You want to say hi? Say hello.
Hello.
You want to talk? Go ahead. What you want to talk about?
Hi, Jack. But very good.
only time it really moved a lot was when it was changing from an uptrend to a downtrend. It would chop, 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 and it would change from the downtrend to the uptrend and chop, chop, chop. Like, that's really it. It just was not a lot of movement today. Not what I'm looking for, at least. Yeah, literally, that's really the only movement that happened today. I wasn't getting like valid divergence setups to even attempt to get in at that. So like, if I go back to market open, all right, so market open was like here. So remember, because I'm going for 24 ticks, I need to see 24 bars paint for a full take profit, right? So most of the best movement was like, all right, we were kind of teasing to start a downtrend. Boom, this confirms the downtrend, right? This was actually decent movement. I don't really know exactly why I didn't take that, but whatever it was, it invalidated. Cool. We're still technically in a downtrend here, just a super big pullback. Nice movement. Confirms the new uptrend. Now it just, the first move was decent. Like, that was really the only good movement. Boom, here. Switch from a downtrend to an uptrend, chop chop. Switch from an uptrend to a downtrend. Those two moves weren't horrible. I know that's not 24 bars. I mean, that's just literally all it's been doing all day. And that's why it's untradeable for me. The only good times is when this happens, if I can get in at the beginning for divergence. I don't even know what time is it. Back up and see. Oh, I know exactly why I didn't get into that one. But yeah, if it goes from an uptrend to a downtrend and chops, I have no entries, and vice versa. Yeah, volume is pretty low. I can't remember what we ended at yesterday. I feel like it was like I think it was like 310. I like to see like around 375. But yeah, that's the reason why I don't really have entries today. It's push, chop, chop, push, chop, chop. Let's see, looks like, because I don't trade, I don't have multiple charts open. The last couple of days, I just have like 2 different people that I see who trade time charts. I just look at what their charts look like Oh, sorry. Should be fine now. I forgot I turned it low when he was singing in the mic. But yeah. Today was just whack. But you know what? The one thing that I can be grateful for, and I continue to say this, is I didn't get caught up in chop that I would normally get caught up in. So that lets me know that my strategy is moving in the right direction, even though I'm negative for today. Like, I'm basically only down the equivalent of one trade, even though I took 4. So that makes me happy. Gotta look at the silver lining, gotta look at the positives, because even in the midst of negative days, like, it's like they say, you either win or you learn. That's what it should be. And you can't win from every loss. I mean, win from every loss. Duh. You can't learn from every loss because every loss doesn't have an explanation behind it, you know? Sometimes it just is that pattern just doesn't work that particular time for that particular day. But I remember days like today, like, would have me super negative per account. And I think the highest I've been negative since switching to volume base in one day was probably like negative 400 per account. And that was on Friday, and that really was my fault. But I always like to look at the stats of what my trading should have been, you know, and I shouldn't have had super negative days. So if my negative days are like this, below 250, a-okay with me. So yeah, that's that for today. I'm definitely wondering if we're gonna have some movement tomorrow. I wouldn't be totally surprised if at some point in the afternoon session, you know, this starts to pick up a little bit, just because that's kind of been the story behind the market for the last like week and a half. So we'll see. But no more trading from me. I just hit the end of my session. Hope you guys are positive, and if you're not, hopefully you can get that back. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please like the video on your way out. Subscribe if you haven't already. I will put out the recap for today's video later on tonight at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Other than that, I will see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning. Have a great rest of your day.